Good morning everyone. So I've decided to do a video and it's a terrible day. It's cloudy. I mean, it's a lovely day because it's so much cooler, but it's cloudy, so it's really bad for filming. But I want to get on with some knitting, so I wanted to show you how I'm setting up for the cables again on some fronts of a cardigan. So this is a different cardigan that I'm doing. So I'm still doing the pink one for the tutorial, but I thought I'd show you the setup again. Some people have asked me to repeat the setup process. Excuse me. So I'll just show you what I've done. I'm basically going to do the same thing. This is the pink cardigan I'm doing for the tutorial. So these little marks here is where the pocket is, so ignore those. I haven't sewn it down yet, but I've done my ribbing. So I've counted in, I like to do, here's my button band, and I count in about 12 stitches, 16, it's up to you, in from the button band side. Then I did 3 purls. I crossed over 3 each of the knits, so it's 6 knits in total, and 3 more purls. And so the other side, of course, it's closer to this side of the button band. So I'm going to show you how I set it up again, and I didn't think about it until I'd started this. So this is another back that I have already done, another oblong back, no shaping. You can see I'm doing 2 different colours. I'll tell you why later, but it's quite nice. The lighting's absolutely terrible. I don't know if you can see, it's like an emerald green, but it's not showing up. And it's a very nice blue, but it's not as dark as what it shows in the video. You can sort of see it here. And this is just so when I do this along the fronts and the ends of the sleeves, because I'm changing colours for the fronts. Now you're confused. It just puts it together. So what I'm doing is I'm doing one front, the green. Now this isn't showing up at all. And the other front, the blue. So that's why I'm doing the stripes. And I've just changed my colour. So at the moment, I'm just changed over to the green on the blue. And then I'll change over and do the blue on the green. But as I said, the lighting is absolutely terrible. And I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. So what I'm doing is, these are how the front's going to be, and the button bands are going to be here. And so this is the first time I'm doing my 2 fronts together. These are also oblong, so no shaping. And I didn't decrease the stitches. On the pink one, it's a very, very tight fit because I did decrease the stitches because the wool one ended up being baggy, and this is acrylic. So I've left it at 50 stitches for me across the front because I did 100 at the back. Last time I think I took it down to about 43 stitches because I think acrylic isn't so stretchy, but I think it's because of the cable that it's not as stretchy. But anyway, that's just me. I'm just giving it a go as long as it fits at the end. So what I've done this side, because this will be one front and this is where the button band's going, I've done 12 stitches in, and then I've put a stitch marker to remind me to change what I'm doing. And then I've got another stitch marker here. So I've got my 12 stitches that are knit, and then the next I've been doing my purls. These are the 3 purl stitches. Then these are the 6 cable stitches that'll be knitted but twisted. And then these are the 3 purls. And then I purl up. And then on this side I'll do the opposite. I'll count in 12 from this side. So I'll just show you once again. I've got my purl stitches. Now you don't have to do purls. You can knit right up to the cable and just knit the cable and then knit. The purls are because it makes the cable pop out a little bit. And you can do 2 purls on each side and 6 for the cable. You can do 4 purls and you can do 8 for the cable to make a wider cable and swap over 4. You can change it to however you like, but I'm just going to do the same. So that's my knit stitches, 12 in from the button band, 3 for the purls, 6 for the cable, 3 for the purls, and then all I did was I knitted up to the I'm knitting up to these ones. So I'll just finish knitting up. It's a bit awkward. I'm actually down on my knees in front of the ranch slider. So then I'm going to do my purls. So I've got another couple of videos on how to knit and how to purl. So if you need help with that, please go back and look at those. So I'm going to take this off because I don't need it now. And I'm going to do my 3 purls. So we're getting a little bit of drizzle this morning, which is lovely for the garden, but we still need to go out and put the hose on. Then I'm going to do my knit stitches. I'll take this off, I don't need it anymore. And I've got my cable needle. So I slip them off knitwise. Slip 3 off, just half of whatever you're doing, and I'm going to hold them at the back. You can hold them at the front, but I'm going to hold them at the back. And then I just knit my 3 stitches that are here. So it's definitely not enough rain to get right down to the roots of all the trees and the plants. And then I go back, it's a bit fiddly, I go back and I knit the 3 on the cable, and that'll give me a twist. Now whichever way you hold those stitches, front or back, be consistent. Don't hold it at the back one time and at the front another. It won't work out. So as long as you're consistent, whichever way you choose. Whoops, this cable needle's a bit smaller than my needle. So I'm having trouble getting in today. And because it's twisted, that doesn't usually happen on a video. That's great. We love it when things don't work out on a video. There you go, I've twisted them. And then I'll go back and do my 3 purls. And then I don't need this anymore. And I'll knit to the end. Now when you're doing the other side, the reverse, of course don't forget to knit your purls and purl your knits. So you've still got to do the opposite. And once you get going, once you get started like this, I find I don't actually need the stitch markers because I can actually see the next stitch that's coming up. So you can't really see very well until you get further along, but I've done my first twist. And so you can see the purls here and the purls there. So that will remind me as I'm knitting along, as long as I'm looking, not watching a movie. And so you do that every 6, I'm doing it every 6th row. So that's like my 6th there. So I'll start counting 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on that 6th one I'll twist it again, and that's just how I'm going to do it. And what I'm doing with the change of colours, I'm doing 2 rows of the change of colour and then I'll change back. So I'll do 2 rows of this green and then I'll change back to the blue. So we'll do that again for this side. I'll just show you how I set up again on this side. So I'm going to count 12 in, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'll put my stitch marker in, and then I'll be doing, oops, it's starting to break. We'll get another one. They do break quite easy. I'm not very gentle with them. So then I'll do my 3 purls there, so I'll put a stitch marker there. So then I'm doing my 6 for the cable, 2, 4, 6. These cheap stitch markers don't last long for me because they get a lot of use. And then 3 more for the purls. And that's just how I set myself up to get started, and then these are all knits down here. So I'll just make sure I've counted 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's better to count 2 or 3 times and get it right than to not get it right. So this is my green, so I want to change over to the blue colour. And this is just how I change over. Where's the end of it? So I put my needle up and I just hook the colour around that needle holding on to both ends of it, and I do a couple of knit stitches, just pull that tight. I just do a couple of knit stitches, and I put it up there to hold it, pull the green tight, and then what I do, I go back and just put a knot. Just to hold it, and that's how I change my colour. And so then I just knit, I'll have to get on and show you how I do the sleeves, I realise, on the pink one, but I've been enjoying doing something a bit different in between that I can just take out with me that's not a tutorial. Then I'll do my purls, get around there. Whoops, my stitch marker broke, but I know I only do 3. They don't last long the way I use them. Oops, no, that's... Don't forget, put the first 3 on the cable at the back, knit your next 3, I really need a cable needle the right size, but usually it's not so difficult. Must be just the way I'm holding it this time. and then I'll get off, do my 3 purls, and then I'll knit to the end. So it just means that if I go to a club, a knitting club, or if I'm out travelling, then I can just sit and do this relaxing once I get started. It becomes very basic and easy. So it's slower when you do 2 together, but it also means you get them exactly the same without having to count all the time. And so I'll do 1 more row of each colour, and then what I do as well is I just put something, another stitch marker, you can put it anywhere you like, put it at the beginning here, just in your last couple of knit stitches here, just that row you've done, so that when I come along again I can actually know where I'm counting the stitches, so I can do my 6th row and I know when I'm going to twist. So I just put them before I'm going to do the twist, which reminds me of what I'm supposed to be doing. So I hope that makes a bit of sense again. It's actually very easy once you get going, and when I put the pockets in, so you can have 2 or 3 rows of cable. You don't have to have pockets. It's just at the moment I'm practicing lining up the cable right up the middle of the pocket. But I hope that helps you. I've already done my 2 pocket linings. So when I get up to about row 28 or 30 or something like that, I'll count them again. I think I've done 30 rows. You just do it for the size of your hand. I just want my hand in a little bit to grab a tissue so I don't have great big pockets. So that's the lining. So I might show you again when I put these on. But otherwise, I've got the other tutorials. So I hope you're having a good day. Let me know how you're getting on with your cardigans, and I'll catch up with you again. Bye.